Okay, this is the last week we're doing this. If eBay kicks us off or YouTube kicks us off, we're not going to do this anymore. It's just not worth it. So this is the last week we're doing this. Plus, we're not getting the people that we need to do this to make this worthwhile.
Come on. That's true, Adam. Yeah, that's the way you have to deal with it. Comes with the show.
What?
No, I'm just talking to myself.
That's good. Plus, I got things to do on Sunday night rather than do this. Either you have Monday live or you have Sunday night, either or. I can't do both, guys. If we had 1,000 people, maybe 500, 400. But I'm sorry, I just got other things to do. So watching McClintock.
Big boy starting off the stream in a positive opening. Lots of laughs.
I'm sorry, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted.
Now Indiana changes their clocks too. Who changed? James Murray was mentioning it. Hey, I got your coffee. Gonna be grinding tomorrow. Thank you very much.
All right, I could probably turn that a little bit to the right.
But yes, Indiana does change its. It happened about 10 or 12 years ago. I can't remember exactly. They changed the law. But Indiana does now. We don't have the cap guns, guys.
I've got one, and you're gonna do a Nerf.
Adam says, oh boy, finally my ultimate movie request is happening.
Well, eBay kicks us off. I'm telling you, if they bump us, or if YouTube bumps us off, that's it for the night. So just make sure you put that in the notes that if YouTube bumps us off from
This is supposed to be as public domain as you can get.
So here we go.
Is that blurry? Patrick Wayne was his son. This was made in 1963. Yvonne DiCarlo and John Wayne, this was the only movie they ever starred together in. Jerry Van Dyke plays the banjo, and he really was a banjo player.
Are you gonna just go through the whole thing?
I'll let you talk tonight. I'm not going to say a word.
I'm not saying a word.
No, because you just put your own. Oh! That looks... Of course, they're looking at it all backwards.
Yeah, they're working. It's all backwards.
That's blurry backwards.
It's not a very good. I mean, it's a good copy. It's the DVD. It's not a Blu-ray.
And the Saturday monkey, the clinging vine is jealous on the fence across the way. There's a great big yellow moon above and a breeze to sing the song.
Music Bonneville. I can't remember. I think the movie itself is public domain, but we might get bumped because the music is still copyrighted.
Oh, is it really?
I think so. So I'm not sure how long it'll last, but. What are you doing? No, you never go through the credits.
Well,
I want to watch the.
I'm not going to get bumped because of the music.
No, John Wayne. He originally wanted Henry Hathaway to direct this movie, but they couldn't get Hathaway because of his prices. So he ended up with McLaughlin, Andrew McLaughlin, which was Victor McLaughlin's son, who was in The Quiet Man. If you remember.
No, they don't remember.
You don't remember, huh?
Howdy, Drago. Morning, Curly.
Hey, Curly.
7 times.
This is a weird copy. Now, they made so many duplicates and copies because it was not copyrighted. A lot of them were cheap.
Anything for breakfast at 2:08.
Is it bad?
No. Curly. Yes, boss.
It's bad.
Don't say it's a fine morning or I'll shoot you.
Don't say it's a fine morning.
This reminds me like if the quality's like a drive-in movie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Big and stretched
What are
out.
you doing up there?
I hope I get it this time, Mr. McClintock. My brother.
See, he says
He doesn't get it
McClintock.
already.
It's McClintock.
Well, it's McClintock or McClintock. It's whichever way you want to.
It's actually McClintock.
I'm sure this is the best.
All right,
You
let
had
him
2
have
copies
it.
downstairs, I noticed. Is this the good one?
Now he's going to talk. I'm going to have to go downstairs.
No, I know. Don't go anywhere. Stay. This is a good copy. This is all right. Everybody's happy. What do you got to research, Valerie? I might have to research that. Research what? Yeah. Good evening, Rod. I'll talk to you later, Rod, on our project. It's coming along.
No, it's not, Rod.
It's going to take a little time, bro, but I haven't done anything.
You haven't done a thing,
I'll
Rod.
talk to you privately, Rod,
Yeah, you
because he'll
talk to
interrupt constantly.
Yeah, you talk to him.
So, Sheriff Young.
You got cat on the back, boss.
Now, when the tips go up, that means they're a Mexican longhorn. If the tips go down, that means they're American longhorns. So these are. John Wayne had to ask the Mexican government if he could borrow some steers for this movie, and these are Mexican longhorns. The tips are up.
People don't care.
Yeah, people do care.
No, they don't.
Okay.
They don't care about the
Everybody
cows.
say I care. They all say I care.
No, they don't care about the
I care.
cows.
They're all saying about. Well, it's fascinating. John Wayne had to get all those from the Mexican government along that area where they were filming. That's real steers, bro. Real steers. It's interesting you wanted Henry Hathaway, who's a good director. They're both good people. Both those directors did a lot of Wayne movies. But you can tell the quality is just a little, this is good right here. McClintock. But there it's a little blurry.
Boss, there's one old pensioner I wish you'd pass.
Jim, and Adam goes, Jim, I only care how they taste. Oh, brother.
Buddy?
Pop cares.
You know where I'd seen his face before.
Rod cares.
Been around town a couple of years.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, you have no milk of human
All my
kind.
buddies got, I got more tidbits about this old film.
Morning, buddy.
McClintock, see, he said
Everything
McClintock.
see You're in good health. Never felt better. Contrary to what you may hear.
The kidneys ain't what they used to be, and the liver's been leaving me busy.
Notice that cowboy belt that Wayne has on his belt. The buckle. Wore him in all of his movies.
Oh,
McClintock?
McClintock? See? McClintock?
Drago, throw that in the buggy. Yes, sir.
Scrubby bunch of Sooners, huh?
Thanks, James Reeves, for the cigars. I'm having my brick house.
Douglas happy, lining his pockets with land feed. What are we gonna do?
He's having a brick house too, passing one off to him.
Me, I do nothing. 200 families. Quarter of beef a week for family. They last 2 years. That can be a sizable number. I got 20 head to one of any other brand on the Mesa Verde. I'm not hollering. Some of us haven't got all the money in the world. Some of us ain't old and tired and feel like being put upon. You interest me, young Ben. Go on.
You interest me,
The
young
first time I
Ben.
find one of our hides wearing our brand hung on one of them settlers' fences, I aim to kill me a plowboy.
Whoa.
You do what you want, McClintock. We'll do what we want. Fellas my age generally call me GW or McClintock. Youngsters call me Mr. McClintock. All right, Mr. McClintock. Not because I'm afraid of you. You're the big east out of this country. And I reckon a fellow my age should call you Mister. Go home now, GW. He's a half owner of the spread. I made him a full partner the day the doc gave me the long face. Well, you want him to vote the first time this territory becomes a state, don't you? Of course I do.
Our way band.
He
McClintock,
said
John
we
Wayne
could burn
Stars,
up
and
the
Mexican
Vietnam
Longhorns.
War.
Yep.
This country's
Perfect.
too wild to be a state. We'll go on being a territory some more, with a lot of political appointees running it according to what they learned in some college where they think that cows are something you milk, Indians are something in front of a cigar store. I'm looking to you to hold young Ben down.
I'll do what I can.
Come on over to the house once in a while. We'll rack up a few hands of stud.
We gotta do that. You and I rack a few hands of stud. We used to play back in the old days, remember? We had the old camper out back, dead of winter, and having a cigar. We did the stud, or what's it, Texas Hold'em?
Nice morning, ain't it?
You remember those times, Brian?
Everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Like that again, eh? It's up with a few, about 1,000 head. I figured they'll bring about 1,250.
You're not as fat as I'd like to ship. Sail off the North Range.
Check that scene. No CGI there.
Settlers. Every one of them with a plow and a Bible. Not the slightest idea what the range is for.
Drago! Drag out that hog leg. Yes, sir. Give me some attention.
Drag off that hog leg.
Yeah! People! 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 People!
Now, actually, a hog leg pistol was one that was slapped on the side of a horse. They very rarely holstered them. They were side horse arms. They were so big.
I'm McClintock. You people plan to homestead and farm the Mesa Verde.
Yes, sir. The government give us each 160 acres.
The government never gave anybody anything.
That's
50 years
right.
back, the
That's
lot like
right.
You came in. Had a pretty good first year. Good summer, easy winter. But the next year, the last rain was in February. And by June, even the jackrabbits had sense enough to get off the mesa.
Folks, do you know who that is? That's McClintock. George
McClin-
Washington McClintock.
I told him that, Douglas.
he called
He
him
controls the
McClintock.
water rights on 200 square miles of rain. You know that lumber you got? It came from his land. Cut by his loggers and milled in his mill.
Douglas, I come close to killing you a couple of times when we were younger. Saddens me I didn't.
Can you imagine a man who owns all that? Oh, and mines too, I forgot to mention them. All that. And he's begrudging poor people a measly 160 acres. That right, Mr. McClintock? You begrudge us a little free land?
There's
no
nothing
such
free!
Free land.
Ugh.
You make these homesteads go
Ugh.
and burn their
Don't
Right.
get
acres up.
upset, Brian.
But you
Take
just
your
can't
day.
make them go on the Mesa Verde. God made that country for buffalo. Serves pretty well for cattle. But it hates the plow. And even the government should know that you can't farm 6,000 feet above sea level. Any trouble, Mr. McClintock? No trouble, Jeff.
That's why the government tries to take over.
How
Yes,
about
you
you,
give,
Douglas?
Brian, you give free cruises all the time.
Just plain Douglas, eh? And you call him Mr.
That's
McClintock.
right, Rod. They give us lies
Why?
and deception.
Well, Douglas, I guess it's because he earned it.
Yeah.
That's right, he earned it.
He earned it.
Mr. McClintock.
Mr. McClintock,
Yeah?
I'm a good hand with cattle, Mr. McClintock. Like a job.
Well, you look strong enough. You come in with those Sooners?
Well, yes, sir, but we don't have a homestead.
Can't use you.
Oh, wait till he finds out about his mom's cooking.
Now fly, paint it funny.
And ain't much future being a farmer around these parts.
Petticoat Junction. We gotta get jackets like that. You know that? Get some jackets.
Ladies, this is the finest Chantilly lace available anywhere.
Shanty, Mr. Birnbaum.
Well, believe me, it's the best. Oh, excuse me,
That's
please.
interesting.
Look
Cut
around,
off
take your
screen.
time. Drago, I got 1,000 Havana cigars and 12 of those hats for you over there.
Big hats.
1,000 Savannah cigars.
Havana.
Savannah, Havana, who cares?
Well, I do. We do.
I know you
Come on,
do.
And everybody else
I
does.
told some
They all
stick in.
care.
Please, help yourself. Come on. Davy, you can forget about saddling up the horse. Come in here.
Problem?
Yes.
Well, if I were blacks, I'd move Queen's Bishop to King 4.
Yeah, you might be right. You know, I'm just starting to work this out when the letter came.
Letter?
What happened? Don't you want it? Morning, Mr.
They
McClintock.
crop
Morning,
this.
Davy.
You being here saved me a trip. Oh, that hat and suit of clothes you picked out for my birthday? Well, instead of this cowboy hat,
Yeah, this isn't the widescreen version.
All right,
Something
with you,
weird
sir.
about it.
Yeah, go watch
All
it a
right
little
with
bit.
me, Davy. Of course, that looks like the kind of a hat a fella'd wear down Main Street to start a fight.
oh, I don't
I
even say
got
that
a
for
lot
that.
of
All I
other
have to do is
stuff
walk
to
down
share
the street
with
with some
you
wise
tonight
will call me an
also.
Indian, and just like that, the fight's
Pilgrim.
on.
Davy, the letter, it's for you. And you are an Indian.
Yes, I know I'm an Indian. But I'm also the fastest runner in town. I've got a college education, and I'm the railroad telegrapher. But does anybody say, hello, college man, or hello, runner, or hello, telegrapher?
James
No,
Reeves,
not even
they
hello,
didn't arrive
man.
today or yesterday. I checked
Always
with
let the
Mr.
Indian
Moody.
do
He
it.
Go out to the store and help the
didn't, said
ladies.
he didn't come in yet, so we'll probably get him
I'm also a
Monday.
bookkeeper.
So I'm having, I saved a brick house. They saved one of your brick houses for
Let the
tonight.
Indian do it.
The lady brought that out here this morning, asked for it to be taken out to the home ranch for you. Handsome lady, kind of tall with red hair. Called me Mr. Birnbaum, just as if she'd never seen me before. And as if that veil...
Yeah,
covered
Mr. Burr was
the
the
people
Brian
who-
Young of the 1800s.
I thought she was in New York or Europe or someplace.
So did I.
Jake, you better throw on a couple extra cases of the boss's favorite bourbon. That stuff sure gets used up fast out in our place.
Which reminds me, you better start
Yeah, this is a
tampering
better
off.
copy here.
You think so?
Yeah,
We're gonna switch copies?
yeah.
Yeah, the guys are saying that Mr. Birnbaum reminds them of you.
And why is
Of
that?
the 1800s. Well, check them out. Howdy, Pilgrim. We're gonna switch copies. We think he might have a better copy that is a wider screen. We'll find out. Should get a load this week then. Yeah, I'm expecting the first batch that you mentioned tomorrow. You sure you looked around and there wasn't any box from James Reeves? Did the bear eat Brian? Valerie wants to know. Did the bear eat Brian?
Hollywood's greatest action hero is coming.
How much
to
longer
DVD
till intermission?
In an all-new collection.
We don't have intermissions. You just kind of do what you want to do. Yeah, I thought they'd be here by yesterday, or at least today, or Saturday, but it didn't happen. I think James Murray's coffee beans arrived yesterday, Saturday. Probably go to number 2, back it up, or number 1, go forward. Wow, what happened to the public domain restrictions? Don't know, what do you mean?
Well, this is a lot better copy.
6,000 feet above sea level.
I told him.
Mr. McClintock?
What copyright?
No, somebody was asking. This one's public domain. Wow, what happened to the public domain restrictions? I don't know, Gene. But this is public domain, that's what it says. It's all over the National Archives, so they're gonna argue with me. Uh-oh, no sound.
This is the clothes you picked up for my birthday? Well, instead of this cowboy hat,
There's Mr.
I'd like to have this one.
Bernbard.
If it's, all right with you, sir.
Must be the curly
It's all
hair.
right with me, Davey. Of course, that looks like the kind of a hat a fella'd wear down Main Street to start a fight.
Oh, I don't need a city hat for that. All I have to do is walk down the street and some wiseacre will call me an Indian, and just like that, the fight's on.
Davy, the letter is for you. And you are an Indian.
Yes, I know I'm an Indian. But I'm also the fastest runner in town. I've got a college education, and I'm the railroad telegrapher. But does anybody say
James
hello,
Reed, I
college
like
man, or
green
hello,
and
runner,
blue
or hello,
better.
telegrapher?
I don't
No,
get
not even hello,
What?
not
nothing.
Davy.
I'm just reading these things, I don't
Always
understand them. I
let
like
the Indians
green
do it.
and
You go out and start
blue
help the
better.
ladies? All right.
Gene Connie Stevens isn't in this movie.
Always let the Indians do it.
The lady brought that out here this morning, asked for it to be taken out to the home ranch for you. Handsome lady, kind of tall with red hair. Called me Mr. Birnbaum, just as if she'd never seen me before. And as if that veil that covered her face would keep me from recognizing her. I thought she was in New York or Europe or someplace.
So did I.
See, you better throw on a couple that's your case of the boss's favorite bourbon. That stuff sure gets used up fast out of our place.
Which reminds me, you better start tapering off.
Catherine's in town.
Katie?
That is a nice jacket. Hello. There are your bloomers, Rod.
What you doing in here? Why aren't you out at the desk?
Helping out the bartender.
Yeah, I see a busy day. Give me the key to room 17. 17 and don't advertise.
Here they come, McClintock.
Set 'em up.
Here, whiskey.
Day off?
Off day.
Wonder what he's so preoccupied about. Haven't you heard? No, what? Katie's back in town. Katie? Yes, dear. The social arbiter. Well, hi, Sonny.
Good morning.
Oh,
He sure is a white one.
Mr. McClintock, I don't want to bother you.
I'm sorry, boy. I told you, no job.
wait till you try your Bob's cooking. Oh. That's what we should have worn tonight. Neckties, little neckerchiefs around our neck in honor of the movie. Guess not. Hopefully nobody can see me. I'm trying to hide back in the dark. That's red hair.
I thought you'd want this.
The dapper
First
jacket.
dig of the spur.
First
But
dig of the
who am I
spur.
to upset your plans? Don't you feel kind of silly?
I never.
Who
feel
cares
silly.
about her cooking? You'll find
You
out,
have no
Rod.
sense of humor. Why couldn't we sit down in the hotel dining room and talk about whatever it is you want to talk about? Or why couldn't you just come over to the house?
And have everybody know that we're meeting.
Everybody knows, and what's the difference? We're married.
That is something I should like
Poor
to change.
marriage. Yeah,
You know the answer.
you know the answer.
That isn't why you sent for me. Let's get to the rat killing.
The rat
That's
killing.
just the kind of remark that's always endeared you to me.
Let us open the discussion.
Very well.
So,
Our daughter is coming home in a few days.
aw.
While she's coming here, it was just a slip of the tongue that made me refer to this ugly hamlet as home.
Our daughter. Is it so hard to say her name? It's Becky.
Rebecca. I hate that name. Anyway, she's coming home. And I hope to persuade you to let her live with me. Part of the time in the capital, part of the time in New York. And
Our sister's name,
of course,
Rebecca.
me.
We used to call her Becky all the time. Then she told us she wanted to be Rebecca after in her
If she
20s.
stays here, she'll become just as crude and as vulgar as all of this
And
country.
if she goes your way, she'll be all show and no stay. No go, Kate.
I hate you. Oh, how I hate you.
Half the people in the world are women. Why does it have to be you that stirs me?
Animal.
The story. I saw your picture in the paper at the governor's ball. You were dancing with the governor.
He's a gentleman.
I doubt that. You have to be a man first before you're a gentleman. He misses on both counts.
That's right. Aw. Poor JW. GW.
Hey, Johnny. You gonna ask him again?
Nope. Hey, boy, you got a fucking pride.
Yeah, I refuse, but that's no big deal. That's all spun up crap to get people thinking about it. But
What?
oh, somebody said John Wayne refused to work with Clint Eastwood.
Everybody does it one way or another.
They were both stars, and they both had their directions. Clint did try to call him a couple of times, but he didn't get back. Wasn't able to get back to him. Wanted to get the particular movie.
I already told you, son, I've got no need for farmers, or use for them.
Just 1 minute, Mr. McClintock. My father died last month. That's how come we lost our homestead.
Uh-oh.
I've got a mother and a little sister to feed. I need that job badly.
What's your name?
Devlin Warren.
You got a job, son. See my home ranch foreman. He's over at the corral.
And you'll be happy because wait till you test his mom's cooking. Right,
Get
Rod?
down off of that carriage, mister.
Ow, that hog leg.
Ouch.
I've been punched many a time in my life, but never for hiring anybody.
I don't know what to say. Never begged before. Turn my stomach. I suppose I should have been grateful you gave me the job.
Gave?
Ha!
Boy, you got it all wrong.
Wrong.
I don't